Good morning, KG. How are you today? I hope you all doing well. Today we have a math lesson. Do you remember that we had before days of the week and months of the year? Okay, I need you to say with me the days of the week. Can you do that? Okay, repeat after me. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Very nice. Okay, can you remember with me the months of the year? Alright, let's start. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Very good. We have 7 days in the week, right? And we have 12 months in a year, right? Okay. We learned about daytime and nighttime. You remember that? Great. During daytime and night time, what time is it? Why we need to know and to learn about time? Because some activities and something we do it at certain time, and we use the clock. Can you see these pictures here? We have clock here. These are clocks. So we use the clock to show us time. The clock shows us time. Very good. What is this? This is a clock. The clock shows us time. Why we need to know the time and why we need the clock? Because we have to know what time is it. Okay, let's take a look. Look at these pictures here. This my daily routine. We do some activities during the day, but at exact times. For example, here, the girl here, she gets up at 7 o'clock. Then the boy here, he eats breakfast at 7:30. Here, this girl, she goes to school at 8 o'clock. Here, these kids, they play with their friends. They are playing together at 9:35. Can you hear these numbers? I say them. These are the time that they do these activities during it. That's why the time is so important. Look at this. This picture is talking about time too. What time do you wake up? The girl answered, I wake up at 6. Look at this one. What time do you go to sleep? And the girl said again, I go to sleep at 9 o'clock. What time do you play basketball? Here they said, we play basketball at 3 o'clock. What time do you go for a jog? And they said, we go for a jog at 5 o'clock. So we know from all of these pictures that time is very important for us. It gives us information about some activities and when we do these activities. When it gives us the time of it. So here is some examples about time and clock, the time on the clock. All right, look at this picture. Here we have a circle with numbers in it, right? There are, how many numbers we have here? How many numbers? Can you count them with me, or can you tell me how many numbers you see here in this circle or in this clock? There are 12 numbers on the clock. Yes, 12. Let's count them together. Let's start from 1 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Very nice. The numbers around the clock show us the time. What? The numbers around the clock show us the time. Very good. Look at this. This is a clock, right? Yes. It has 2 hands here with the 12 numbers. It has 2 hands. The small hand points to the hours. Can you see it? Okay. The long hand points to the minutes. Can you see it? Okay. The clock hands change all the time. They are going around the clock all the time. They are changing to show us the time. Yeah. We will learn how to read the clock to know the time. Okay. I know all of you have clocks in your house, right? I need you to ask your mother to show you one of them. And let's come together and see some examples about how to read the clock. We will read the clock now. First of all, we have to look at the small hand, here the short hand, and the long hand. We have to take a look at these hands. The first thing here, the short hand points to number 12, and the long hand points to number 12 too. Can you see this? In this case, the time will be 12 o'clock. So what time is it here in this clock? It is 12 o'clock because the small hand, the short hand, points to number 12. So it is 12 o'clock. And why we said o'clock? Because the long hand points to number 12. When the long hand points to number 12, we said o'clock. O'clock. And we say the hour from the short hand. Okay, let's take a look about another example here. Look at this picture here. We have the short hand points to which number? Can you see it? It points to number 1, right? Great. The short hand points to number 1. And the long hand points to number 12. So what time is it? Because the short hand points to number 1, so it is 1. And because the long hand points to number 12, we say o'clock. So the time is 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. What time is it in this clock? It is 1 o'clock. Very nice. Look at this one. I need you to guess it by yourself now. Number 2 here. The short hand points to number. Yes, it points to number 2. And the long hand points to number 12. Very nice. So what time is it? What time is it here? 2 o'clock. Very good. 2 o'clock. Now let's take a look about this clock here. Let's take a look on this clock. We have the short hand points to number 3 and the long hand points to number 12. So what time is it, KG? It is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. Very nice. And this one, I need you to guess it by yourself. Now I need you to tell me where the short hand points. Yes, it points to number 4. And the long hand, it points to number 12. So what do we have to say the time now? What time is it here? Very good. You're fantastic. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. And here, the shorthand on number 5. So it is 5. And the longhand on number 12. So it is o'clock. So what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. Again, 5 o'clock. Very good. Look at this picture. The shorthand is on number 6. So it is 6. And the long hand points to number 12. So it's o'clock. 6 o'clock. Right? What time is it? 6 o'clock. Great. And here, tell me by yourself. I won't say anything. I will not say it. Okay, shorthand where? Great. And the long hand? Very nice. So what time is it? So what time is it? It is 7 o'clock. It is 7 o'clock. And look at this picture here. What time is it? By yourself. Shorthand. Yes, on number 8. The long hand points to number 12. So it is 8 o'clock. Great. Now look at this one. The shorthand on number 9. The long hand on number 12. So the time is 9 o'clock. And this one, short points to 10. Long hand points to 12. The time is 10 o'clock. And here, who can tell me what the time here? The short hand points to number 11. The long hand points to number 12. So, who can tell me what time is it here? It is 11 o'clock. Right? Very good. Now I need you to open your books on page 126. Prepare your pencils and be ready. Okay, now take a look on the clock. How many numbers do you see in the clock? The answer, I see 12 numbers. Very nice. Okay, the other question. How many hands do you see in the clock? Who can tell me? I can see 2 hands. Very nice. Okay. Write the numbers on the clock. We will start from number 1. Yes, so write number 1 on your book. After 1, we have 2. Yes. Then we have number 3 already written. 4. Excellent. Then we have number 5. Very good. And after 5, we have 6. It's already written. So you'll write the number after 6. It is 7. After 7, it will be 8. After 8, 9. It's already written. And 10. Then 11. And we stop on 12. Is there any 13 here on the clock? No, it starts from number 1 and ends on number 12. That's it. Okay, KG? Okay, now open your books on page 127. Okay. I can see 2 hands in the clock, right? Okay, trace number 2 with me on your books. Good job. A short hand and a long hand. The short hand tells the hours, right? Accept that. And let's try to read the time in these clocks here. Let's try to read the time. First one, it's already written, and the short hand points to number 12 and the long hand points to number 12 too. So the answer is, it is 12 o'clock. Right, KG? It's 12 o'clock. This is the first one. Now the second one. Let's take a look. Where does the shorthand point? The shorthand points to number 3 and the long hand points to number 12. So what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. I need to trace it on your book. Very nice. Okay, the other one, the third clock here. Where does the shorthand point? The shorthand points to number 5 and the long hand points to number 12. So what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. I needed to trace number 5. Very nice. The last one. Where does the shorthand point? The shorthand points to number 10. And where does the long hand point? The long hand points to number 12. So what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. I need you to trace it on your books. Very good, KG. You are great. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.